Ever felt like strategy is a word reserved for CEOs and military generals? What if I told you the word comes from the ancient Greek word strategos, the art of the general, but its core principles are so simple that a 5-year-old could grasp them? Today, we're stripping away the jargon and unlocking the no-nonsense version of strategy so you can use it at work, in your business, and at home. Now, if practical no-flop strategy helps you, hit that subscribe button. Most people watching aren't subscribed and it truly helps the channel. Let's jump in. Strategy has this intimidating aura. We hear phrases like strategic realignment, synergistic transformation, long-range operating model. It all sounds important. It also sounds deliberately confusing. Here's the simple truth. Complexity often hides fuzzy thinking. Strategy is not magic. Strategy is not a 200-slide deck. Strategy is everyday decision-making done with clarity and discipline. Think about Netflix versus Blockbuster. If you know who Blockbuster is, then you're old enough. Netflix's early strategy wasn't a monster document. It was a simple bet. People hate late fees, so they removed them and moved towards streaming as soon as the technology allowed. Clear goal, clear choices, actions connected to the result. That same pattern shows up in small companies, solo creators, athletes, and even in how families manage their time and money. Here's my plain English definition. Strategy is a plan to reach a specific goal by making choices, especially about what not to do, and by linking your daily actions directly to the result you want. There are 3 parts: goal, choices, and connection. Miss any of the 3 and you do a lot of work without progress. If your target is grow revenue 20% in 12 months, a smart choice might be, we will focus on one niche where we're already winning and we will not chase every other lead. Then you link actions, pricing, experiments, outreach scripts, product improvements, all aimed at that one outcome. First pillar. Pillar 1. Where are you now? Start with an honest snapshot. What skills and assets do you have? What constraints like time, money, or people are real? What are your current results in numbers, not vibes? Who else is chasing your customer and your opportunity? What is your opportunity? Most teams skip the reality check. Then they choose goals that do not match their capacity. Look at India. When Jio entered telecom, data was pricey and 4G coverage was patchy. Jio targeted the pain, make data cheap and fast, and align towers, pricing, and distribution to that choice. That's pillar 1 done well. See reality clearly and move where the pain is sharpest. Do this in your own life. If your goal is to get fit, your current state isn't your high school sprint time. It's your last 7 days of steps, sleep, meals, and actual workouts. Write that down. Numbers, they beat nostalgia. Pillar number 2, where do you want to be? Define a destination that is clear and measurable. An objective equals a specific number, a deadline, and a scope. For example, switch careers into data analytics and land a role within 9 months. Hit $25,000 in monthly recurring revenue by Q4. Run a sub 4-hour marathon in Cape Town next April. A good objective is short enough to memorize and precise enough to judge. Sport reminds us how simple strategy can be. The Springboks World Cup wins often came down to razor-thin margins. Territory, discipline, kicking, clear objectives, disciplined choices. In distance running, legends like Haile Gebrselassie, he won with pace strategy. Hold back early, surge late. Simple objective, controlled choices. You don't need mystical insight. You need a clock, a plan, and the discipline to follow the splits. Pillar number 3. How will you get there? This is your roadmap. Specific actions and resource allocation. 4 questions will guide you. What plays? In what sequence? With what resources? And what will you not do? Most strategies fail not from a bad vision, but from trying to do everything at once with people who are already overloaded. Let's break each pillar into practical examples that you yourself can copy. For example, a personal goal, career change into data. We start with pillar 1, which is now. You are a QA engineer in Delhi or Manchester with basic Python and no deployed analytics projects. Pillar number 2, destination. Data analyst role within 9 months at a fair market salary, ideally remote friendly. Pillar number 3, your roadmap. Build 2 portfolio projects tied to real business problems, a churn dashboard or a sales forecast. Publish your code, write short case summaries, share weekly lessons on LinkedIn, do 25 targeted informational interviews. The sequence: 6 weeks to build, 2 weeks to polish resume and portfolio, then targeted applications. Not doing things you're not going to do, random courses with no project output. Remember, output beats certificates. Hiring managers, they want proof, they don't want promises. If your personal goal was fitness without the hype, pillar number 1 will be now. What is your weekly step average? What is your resting heart rate? How many workouts do you complete in the last 2 weeks? Pillar number 2, destination. Walk 10,000 steps per day on an average, 3 strength sessions per week, and a simple food plan that you can actually follow for 12 weeks. Pillar number 3, your roadmap. Schedule 3 workouts on your calendar, place your shoes by the door, set a 2-minute rule for meals. Protein first, then veggies, then the carbs. What things you're not going to do? Painful 6-day routines you'll quit in week 2. Strategy honors reality. Reality beats wishful thinking. Another example, you're a small business and your goal is market entry and growth. You run a training business in Boston, Bengaluru, or Cape Town, and you want to enter a new city. Pillar number 1, which is now, strong reviews, limited brand awareness in the new city, and limited budget. Pillar number 2, your destination. 50 paid seats in the first 90 days with 20% from repeat or referral. Pillar number 3, which is your roadmap, 1 flagship course date with founding course pricing, 2 partnerships with local communities or universities, case study content with local testimonials, and this sequence: announce the date, partner promotions, then retarget site visitors. Resources you're going to need: a city manager, modest launch budget, and a landing page, and a CRM. Things you're not going to do: spreading across 3 different dates or running generic ads with no local proof. If you want an e-commerce example, I'll give you one. You're selling a niche product. So pillar number 1 is now your store has sporadic sales, mixed reviews, and a weak email capture. Pillar number 2, your destination. Where do you want to go? Consistent 50 orders per day with a blended margin above 30% in 6 months. Pillar number 3, how are you going to get there? Your roadmap. The plays: improve product page with social proof and a short explainer video. Run a single top of funnel creative for 2 weeks. Then iterate. Implement cart abandonment emails and post-purchase upsells. Resources you're going to need: create a freelancer for video, email platform, 1 analyst for weekly numbers. Things you're not going to do: launching 5 new products before the flagship page converts. I'll give you another example on service businesses. And your goal here is pricing strategy. Pillar number 1, which is now, too many custom proposals, low win rate, and consistent negotiation. Pillar number 2, where do you want to go? Your destination. Standardized 3-tier pricing and 40% win rate in 4 months. Pillar number 3, how are you going to get there, which is your roadmap. Build a core offer, a premium offer, and a light offer. Create 1 page that compares the 3. Train the team on a simple objection script. Add 1 guarantee you can honor profitably. Things you're not going to do, which is very important: unofficial discounts that confuse customers and erode margins. Time strategy for busy professionals. Pillar number 1, which is now, your calendar is a patchwork of meetings with no deep work time. Pillar number 2, your destination, 2 90-minute deep work blocks per day, plus meeting windows clustered in the afternoon. Pillar number 3, which is how you're going to get there, your roadmap: block mornings for deep work, move recurring meetings to 2 set windows, use a simple 2-list system, A list for critical outcomes and the B list for nice to have tasks. Things you're not going to do: checking email every 5 minutes. Your attention is a resource. Strategy allocates it on purpose. God knows how many times I check my emails. Now, you also need a weekly review ritual where you give your strategy a heartbeat. Every week, you ask 3 questions. What moved the number? What will we keep or kill? What will we iterate? Look at the one metric that matters this quarter. Keep the plays that created movement. Kill the plays that consume time without results. Iterate one element, copy, offer, channel, or audience, and test again next week. Strategy becomes simple when you reduce the cycle time between action and learning. Common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Pitfall number 1, too many goals. Many people do that. You can't prioritize 12 things. Choose one primary objective and one secondary at most. Pitfall number 2, vanity metrics. Followers do not always equal revenue, margin, or mastery. Track the metric that funds your mission. Pitfall number 3, strategy by slogan. Be customer obsessed is meaningless without a specific promise, a service level, and a response time. Translate slogans into behaviors. Pitfall number 4, copying giants. You are not a trillion-dollar company. You do not need their org chart, their tech stack, or their tolerance for waste. Copy the principle, not the overhead. Pitfall number 5, no stop list. A great strategy has a not doing list that is visible, defended, and enforced. Here's a quick walkthrough worksheet you can do today. Grab a piece of paper. On line 1, write your current state in one honest paragraph. Assets, constraints, results, competitors. Line 2, your objective in one sentence. The number that you're aiming for, deadline, scope. On line 3, you write the plays. These are the steps. List 3 to 5 actions that directly move the objective. Line 4, the sequence. Write the single next step for each play. Line 5, the resources, who, what, and the budget. Line 6, what you're not going to do, the distractions you're willing to ignore for the next 90 days. Put that sheet on your desk. Take a picture. Share it with your team or your friend who will hold you accountable. Regional snapshots to make this real. In the United States, for example, a local coffee shop wants to raise weekday revenue without opening new locations. They pick one tactic, a pre-order app for commuters between 7 and 9 in the morning. They launch a free pastry for first-time app users. They do not chase lunch catering yet. In India, a tutoring startup in Bengaluru struggles with long sales cycles. They choose a single niche, final year engineering students preparing for interviews. They build a weekend crash program with alumni mentors. No new subjects until the program fails twice. UK, a solo consultant in Manchester does everything from slide decks to training to audits. He creates a flagship offer with a clear outcome and stops custom one-offs. In South Africa, a fitness coach in Cape Town moves classes outdoors for scenic group sessions, partners with a local cafe for a post-workout special, and sells a monthly membership. Ethiopia, for example, a small agricultural business in Addis Ababa focuses on one high-demand vegetable, tightens the cold chain logistics, and signs one anchor buyer before scaling. A word on communication, guys. A strong strategy fits on a page and can be explained in 5 sentences. If your team cannot repeat it, they cannot execute it. Try this template. Our goal is X. By date Y for audience Z. We will win by doing A, B, and C. We will not do D or E. Our first 3 actions are 1, 2, 3. Review that aloud every Monday. See how results flow. Mindset shifts that make strategy easier. Shift 1, from more to less. Say no to good ideas so you can say yes to the right idea. Shift number 2, from perfect to progress. Small, consistent moves beat occasional heroic sprints. Shift 3, from hidden to visible. Make goals, metrics, and stop lists public. Shift 4, from opinion to evidence. Decide based on the smallest useful data you can collect this week. Shift 5, from fear to experiment. Replace what if it fails with what would we learn if it did. This is a leadership note for teams. If you manage people, strategy is how you protect their focus. Remove low-value meetings, clarify what success looks like this week, praise behaviors that align with the plan, When a new request comes in, ask, does this serve the goal? If yes, where does it fit in the sequence? If no, add it to the not doing list. The not doing list. Don't feel guilty about it. 2 mini case studies you can borrow. Case number 1, a freelance designer in London wants stability. She packages her services into a brand refresh sprint with a fixed timeline and price. She adds 2 add-ons and stops the free mock-ups. Within 8 weeks, her win rate climbs and her schedule becomes predictable. Case number 2, a training company in Boston wants national reach. That's probably us. They pick one flagship course like strategic planning, schedule monthly live online classes, film 3 proof clips, collect 5 fresh testimonials every month, and partner with 2 national communities. They pause everything else for 90 days. The result is momentum that compounds. Let's recap the entire playbook. Strategy is simple. When you follow the 3 pillars, know where you are, decide where you're going, and map how you'll get there. Write it down. Choose what not to do. Align actions to outcomes. Review weekly and iterate deliberately. Here's your 6-step starter. Step number 1, pick one area of life or work today. Step 2, write your current state in one honest paragraph. Step 3, set one measurable goal with a deadline. Step 4, list 3 to 5 actions that directly drive that goal. Step 5, add one thing you will not do to stay focused. And step number 6, review weekly and iterate. If you do this for 4 weeks, you will feel the fog lifting, and I would want to know about it. Simple strategy leads to clear decisions and tangible results. If this helped, please tap the like button and share it with someone who overthinks strategy, and hit the subscribe button. New videos are going to be published every week. For viewers in the US, India, UK, South Africa, and Ethiopia, because I used examples from there, drop me a comment with your goal and city. I'll pick a few to review publicly in a future video. Here's to making fewer, smarter moves. See you next time, and thank you for watching.